Hey, what's happening? It's Dr. McLean with Vital Energy Chiropractic. Have you ever heard this statement where your attention goes, energy flows? Where your attention goes, your energy flows. And this isn't like some woo-woo energy thing, although that's probably a part of it as well. But really about how you make your decisions, whether it's your health care, whether it's your financial decisions, or just your daily life. So let me give you a couple of examples. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. So let's say you're driving to your office. And as you're driving down the road, somebody cuts you off in traffic. I'm sure you've never had this happen before. I'm sure you've never done it to anybody else, but somebody cuts you off in traffic. Now you have two options that you can go down, meaning you can get mad at that person, you can yell, you can scream at them and how they cut you off, and then you start getting mad about it, and then you get to your office and you tell your coworkers, yeah, I was driving in this morning, this person totally cut me off and I almost could have gotten in a car accident. And you tell the next coworker and you're mad about it. And that's the path that you're flowing down. That's where your energy is flowing. Okay, that's one option. The second option is you could assume that that person is having some type of emergency. Maybe they're driving somebody to the hospital. Maybe they found out their mother is sick and they're rushing over their house to find out what's going on. And so instead of going down the path of being mad, you're going down the path of compassion. And you're worried about that person, you're wondering about that person, maybe you've been praying for that person. You think, if they cut me off, they must have a good reason. They must be in more of a hurry than I am. So you can see that's where your energy flows. Now, I wish I could say I was that person that always chooses the correct path, but it's not about choosing necessarily the correct path, it's being aware of your thoughts. Because when we think about those things, that's where energy flows, that's gonna make those decisions going down that path. Let me give you another example. Think about, again, especially in our culture here, the way that aging is perceived. Aging is perceived that you're going to get older, you're going to slow down, you're going to get arthritis, you're going to be in more medications. Just take the medications. You see all the commercials on TV telling you how amazing your life is going to be when you take these medications, right? So that's our perception, at least for a lot of people. That's where our perception is. So if that's your focus, if that's where your attention is, thinking that that's just going to happen, we just jump on the river and just float on down the river. I don't really have a lot of options. If that's your perception, and by the way, this is really what's been taught to us all, right? This is our perception in our culture. So if you're not consciously thinking about this, you're going to go down that river, right? You're probably going to do what everybody else does as they get older. Not everybody, but a lot of people do is they start to slow down. They start to take the medication that their doctors tell them. When they get arthritis in their knee, they say, well, I'm 60 years old or 70 years old. That's probably going to happen to me. So your actions are going to follow that, meaning I'm on the river, man. I just got to go with the flow. There's nothing I can do about it. The other option is where, again, your attention goes, your energy flows. You see somebody that's 60, 70, 80 years old, and they're in amazing shape. And yeah, they still have some aches and pains, things like that, but they're out there mountain biking and skiing and hiking, and they have an amazing life. And they're not on any medications. And there's a lot of people out there like that. Now, it's a smaller percentage than the other one. But if your attention goes down that path and goes, how can I be like that guy? Or how can I be like that girl? Then you're going to take actions that are pursuant to that, right? So you're going to see that person like, what are they doing? Well, every day they're out active. They're out hiking or skiing or doing some type of active. They're going to the gym. They're working out. What type of foods are they eating? And you're going to try to emulate and copy that person. So the first step with this is, again, and I'm not telling you how to live your life, but I want you to just be aware. Be conscious of what you're thinking about, and really keep in mind the things you're hearing in social media, TV, politically, commercials. They're trying to grab your attention. They want you to watch their TV show and they want to influence how you think, whether it's to buy their products or to join their political party. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but you want to be aware of that. Okay, what kind of things are you watching that are causing you to think about certain things in a certain way? Okay, if you're watching the evening news, you're being programmed by not only the news, but the TV commercials, which are mostly drug commercials. So just be aware of that and be conscious. If this is the stuff I want to put into my brain, this is the place, the attention, the energy flowing, this is the direction I want to go. If it's not, then change direction. So the first step is just being aware of that. What am I thinking about? Am I wake up in the morning being thankful that I've got a roof over my head and have water in my running water, and have food in my fridge? Or are you thinking about mad and angry that all these things are going wrong in your life? Because that's, again, your attention flows. That's where the decisions you're going to make out of anger and being mad versus being out of gratitude. And it doesn't mean there's always going to be challenges, right? That's part of our life, and that's okay. But be aware of what you're thinking about and what you're focusing on and what your decisions, excuse me, are resulting from that attention.